What is up, YouTube? This is the one and only Oki now. I changed my name again because, unfortunately, well, I don't know if it's for you guys because we didn't do much, but XP Industries, we're kind of just disbanding, kind of going our own ways. Some people don't get on as much anymore, or like we didn't get back to MLG like we were going to, but yeah, I changed my name back to the one and only Oki, and I started a elite clans called Oklahomies. You guys can join it if you want. Just send me an application. I'll probably accept it. Anyway, but today I'm bringing you my very first Black Ops 2 commentary / gameplay, and the reason why this is the first one is because theater mode has been effed up beyond belief. Like, it takes, like, it doesn't even load. Like, literally I sat and watched a clip, like, try to load, or a film, and it was like 4 hours and it still wasn't even loaded. So they finally fixed it, and I'm playing a game on Cargo, and I'm using the M8A1, the PDW-57, and I believe the FAL. And I'm using those guns because this is my first game on Black Ops 2 since they did the update this past weekend. And I'm just kind of experimenting with the guns that they patched. And if you don't know what they did in that update, I'm actually going to tell you in this commentary. I'm going to go through all the list of what I feel is most important stuff, like gameplay balancing and stuff. And then at the end, after I explain everything what they did, I'm going to give my opinions on it and what I feel about the update and what I think they should have done better or what they shouldn't have done. So with that, let's get started. The score streaks, the UAV, the cost increased from 350 to 425 points. The lightning strike added a 750 millisecond delay. And with the equipment and grenades, the Bouncing Betty increased the grace period between trigger and activation by 200 milliseconds. The sensor grenade increased the range, now 1000 units, frequency now 800 milliseconds between pings, and amount of time now 6 seconds that players appear after explosion. Concussion grenade decreased movement penalty and turn speed penalty when hit. The SMGs, the most important one of them all. All of the SMGs increased hipfire recoil. All of the SMGs increased max hipfire spread from 4.75 to 5. All SMGs reduced bullet penetration. The MSMC increased recoil slightly, and the PDW-57 also increased recoil slightly. The assault rifles, my favorite gun class, I wish they would have done a little bit more with this, but they didn't. With all of them, they reduced idle sway for more reliable long-range aiming. The M8A1 reduced lethal range of 3 hit kills from 250 to 50 inches. The XM8 plus select fire, also the M8A1, but on this list it says XM8A1. It increased recoil. The FAL plus select fire increased recoil. The SWAT plus select fire increased recoil. The MTAR made auto aim values consistent with all other assault rifles. Now the sniper rifles. I have no idea why they did this, but they did. All of them increased hipfire spread. All plus the laser sight increased hipfire spread. And the XPR-50 increased recoil slightly. Now with the shotguns, the R870 reduced one-hit kill range by 45 inches. The pistols, the B23R reduced headshot multiplier from 1.4 to 1. The Cap 40 reduced headshot multiplier from 1.4 to 1. And that's about it, really, guys. That's what I feel like they really kind of, that was the main purpose of this whole entire update, was that. Now there's other minor things they did, like obviously theater mode, they fixed that. Thankfully they finally did that. And there's a whole bunch of just bugs and other things they fixed. But as you can see, like, if you're watching this gameplay, it doesn't really affect the guns that much at all. Like, the FAL I was using at the beginning of the game, it's still really, really good. It's probably still one of the most overpowered guns in the game. And I mean, if you want a gun not be overpowered, you can't increase the recoil, because it's still going to be the same thing. It's just going to be a little bit more recoil and harder to aim. But people will figure it out and use how to, or adjust to the recoil. If you really want to take an overpowered gun out of the, like, I don't know, guys. Oh my gosh. It's just frustrating that Treyarch, like, okay, this was a waste of an update. I'm sorry if you guys like it, but I hate it. It's a waste. They didn't fix anything, because if you still run around in it, run around in like matchmaking, you're gonna still see people running around with MSMCs, PDWs, FALs, M8A1s. That's all you're gonna see still, because they didn't actually change the gun. It's still the same overpowered gun as it was. They just made it slightly harder to use. But people aren't gonna really care as much for recoil as like the damage. The damage is still the same. It's still an overpowered damage with a submachine gun. Like the PDW can still snipe people across the map. Now instead of firing full auto to get them across the map, you have to burst fire. Big deal. That'll take off a few seconds off your kill. And I don't like it. And the UAV, this is what really gets me. Like UAV spamming, I don't think that's an issue at all. It's a for how overpowered Ghost is and how easy it is and how many people use it. UAV should be a low kill streak. That way, if people aren't using Ghost, you should pretty much penalize them, I guess, for not using it. But with that being said, with the more UAVs, the more people are likely to use Ghost. And now with it costing more, from 350 to 425, I think we'll see less people using Ghost. But with that also being said, I think we'll see a lot more Flak Jacket. And I don't think Flak Jacket's that overpowered. I just think that since explosives are so good in this game, well, except for like launchers, it just seems like it's overpowered, but it's really not. It's just really helpful because I don't know, you live through practically everything when you're using Flak Jacket, so it really helps a lot. And with the Lightning Strike, I don't like that at all. I think that's why everybody likes that kill streak, is because how fast it comes in the map. Now it takes the 750 milliseconds delay to actually come onto the map. Like that could be the difference between getting a multi-kill and now getting a double kill, maybe. Because people can move a long ways in 750 milliseconds. Like they can move into a building if they're close to a building. Before, if they were outside and you called it in, like they were gonna die. There was no way they're gonna run into a building and save yourself. But now you can. And I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like they addressed the things they needed to, but they didn't address them enough. The SMGs are still overpowered. The assault rifles are still underpowered. Most of them are. There's one or two that stand out. Like the AN-94, that's a really reliable assault rifle. That's probably my favorite. And then the FAL is still the FAL. Like that's not going to change with select fire. It's still automatic 2 to 3 hit kill gun. And then the sniper rifles, absolutely stupid of them to do this. Really dumb. Sniper rifles, apparently everybody's saying sniper rifles are really overpowered, but Treyarch finally got a game where they're actually good and people can run around and use them. Why would you ruin that? Like you can't no-scope anybody anymore. Like this kind of ruins like trick shotters. I'm not a trick shotter, but I run around and quick scope every once in a while. But for you trick shotters out there, that's really gonna hurt you guys. Because now you can't do like ladder stalls, no scopes across the map, because the chance of hitting them is significantly like decreased. And then the laser sight, like the laser sight's supposed to help it. Why would you make the spread more when you put a laser sight on it? That just doesn't make any sense to me. RA-70, I'm glad they did this. I wish they would have done a little bit more. They reduced the one-hit kill range, but I wish they would have done a little bit more, because I still see a ton of people running around with it, like all the time, and I'm still getting one-hit shot by it. Like you saw in this game, I think there was 2 people running around with them. So I don't know. And then B-23, this is good because I was overpowered the headshot multiplier from 1.4 to 1. If you guys don't know what that means, it means the damage for getting a headshot before was 1.4 times 1.4 to the normal damage, and now it's just the same pretty much. And same with the Cat 40. And then the TAR, that wasn't that big of a deal. The auto aim value is consistent. That's not that big of a deal. But yeah, and then the equipment, I think the bouncing betties were good. I'm glad they did that, because those things are really hard to avoid. Yeah, overall, guys, I don't like this update at all. I think it's just a waste. I think they could have kept the game the exact same, and we'd still, like, I don't know. We're going to continue to complain about the guns that they didn't fix like they said they were going to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Let me know what you guys think. Put them in the comments. And my friend insists on them they increase the knife range, but I'm telling him they not. Tell me what you think in the comments also. I don't believe he did, but he thinks they did. It's not in like the list of update things they did, but anyway, thanks guys for watching, and a lot more videos to come now that the theater mode's fixed, and catch you guys later.